You unlock. There is nothing inside. You take. You quickly pull the levers in the correct. You add a handful of sand to the flask. You add a handful of fertile soil to the flask. You shake the flask's contents until they are thoroughly mixed. You wave the magic wand over the flask. With trepidation, you prepare to recite the Enhancing Musical Talent incantation.
Earth bearing fruit from one's toiling hands, with patience of timeless, swift sifting sands, swirl through endurance, soaked salty with seas, permit me to please all musically.
You feel the contents of the flask stir slightly as you finish the incantation. You add the thimbleful of dew to the bowl. The wad of dog. You add the dog fur to the bowl. Within the glass container, you measure 1 spoonful of ground fish scales and add it to the bowl. You add the snake skin to the bowl. You add the chicken feather to the bowl. You mix the bowl's contents by hand until they become doughy. With trepidation, you prepare to recite the Understanding the Language of Creatures incantation.
Fur of beast and reptile skin, with scale and feather too thrown in, grant me sense to comprehend animals of water, earth, and wind.
You wave the magic wand over the bowl. You carefully divide the mixture into 2 pieces and place the dough pieces in your ears. You will now be able to understand the speech of the animals, birds, and fish. You will not, however, be able to speak to them. The spell will last as long as the dough is in your ears. You pull out your magic map. You feel a strange
days.
You pull out your magic map. You feel a strange pulling sensation. Picking off its wings, you throw the rest away. In your insect form, you fit easily through the hole in the tree. As you buzz around inside the tree, you notice a rope dangling from above. You decide to get out of the tree before the spell wears off. You feel around inside the hollow tree and discover a rope stretching up into the tree. You pull it and, to your amazement, a rope ladder falls from the branches above. You have entered the treehouse. A sleeping bandit slumps face down on the table, occasionally stirring. Take care not to get too close, or you might wake him.
So ends my fun. My flight's now done.
Your spell is wearing off. You very carefully lift the coin purse off the table, practically from under the sleeping bandit's nose.
So ends my fun.
Your spell is... You pull... You feel a...
Good day to you, young man. What can I do for you?
I'd like to purchase something.
Certainly. Take a look at the items on the shelf behind me.
You count out 4 coins and give them to the shopkeeper. You count out 10 coins and give them to the shopkeeper. You count out 8 coins and give them to the shopkeeper. You count out 5 coins and give them to the shopkeeper.
What'll it be for you, sir? A good pull of ale, or you rather a dram of rum? My, ain't you the handsome one?
What do you sell here?
For you, I'd sell more than this here tavern offers. But me husband won't be appreciating that.
I meant, what beverages do you serve?
What's that?
Drinks. What drinks do you serve?
Oh, now you be talking me language.
Somehow you doubt you could ever be talking her language.
This place can sell you the finest liquor the land has to offer.
Anything else?
What else is there? Ale and rum, of course. You're a cutie, you know. help you there?
Just wondering where this instrument came from.
Young man used to come in here a long time ago. About your age, according to me daddy. Had that thing he liked to play. Seemed to make him happy.
The lute made this young man happy?
Nah, he ain't done it for the money. Just liked to play is all. You know, entertain the customers.
Who was he?
Don't rightly remember. I was only a wee mite then. Think he lived with the wizard, though I might be mistaken.
Why does the lute now hang on the wall?
One day the young man stopped coming over. Daddy found the instrument lying just outside. Said it was real weird how the air around it smelt all smoky, though there weren't no fire about. Anyway, he put it on the wall, in case the man should come back for it.
Do you think he will?
Hard to say. No one's seen him in years.
May I borrow the lute?
You one of them musy types?
Yes, I am.
I like a man who explores his creative side.
Indeed, I'd very much like to practice with it.
Of course you can have it,
Thank you.
if you agree to play for the establishment.
You start to feel creative, inspired, and ready to play your heart out.
I'm ready to play.
Wonderful.
When you look upon me, you see only stone, but the soul left within me's my own. Touch me with song, my pain is gone.
That sure was the best performance I've heard.
When was the last one?
There wasn't a last one. That was the first performance I've ever heard. My daddy told me all about the last boy who played here.
When was that?
About 17 years ago. Anyhow, you played so well just now. I see no reason not to let you have the thing.
Thank you.
You feel a
Days, they're all the same. I have no plans. My life's a shame. I'm soon a man, little I know. Should I care? I've nothing to show. Youth spent crying.
Greetings. That's an interesting poem.
Thank you. I wrote it myself. It's not finished though.
What is it about?
It speaks of a young man longing for a better life,
Naturally.
just as I long for the seductive murmur of an audience anticipating my every word. Say, are you busy?
Fairly.
Pain throbs to my chores, replacing toys. What are they for? Can I feel joy? I've never heard the sounds of cheers. Only the birds see tears falling.
Have you always wanted to be a poet?
No. Before I left my hometown to cross the vast desert to this land, I wanted to be a dancer.
What happened?
I was excommunicated by a populace immune to talent.
I'm sorry to hear that.
No matter. Soon after, I heard the muse call. Bound to her beckoning, she has led me here.
Have you finished your composition?
Not yet. There's something missing, though I can't put my finger on it. What do you think?
Well, the words have lyrical quality, broadly speaking.
Lyrical? That's it. Music. These words would ring all the truer were they sung. Ah, but alas, I have no instrument.
Perhaps this will help to inspire you.
This is it! My answer! The key to unlocking the creative force inside! Dawn, it's time to go. The journey's long, my pace won't slow. I'll prove that I have not been beat. There's nothing here, so on my feet, the future's waiting.
It's a pity you didn't have any talent potion left to give him. You peer into the empty pitcher. At the bottom, the word Vandalmere has been etched.
Vandalmere.
You successfully fill the hole with water and thoroughly soak yourself in the process. The pitcher slips out of your hands and shatters at the bottom of the rock. You take the glass bottle from the hole and discover a piece of paper inside. You pull out. You feel a strange pulling sensation. You replace the missing page. You place the dried mandrake root in the mortar. You grind the dried mandrake root into a fine powder. You carefully remove the mandrake root powder from the mortar. You carefully place the mandrake root powder in the bowl. You pour 2 spoonfuls of fish oil into the bowl. You place the cat hair in the bowl. You carefully stir the contents of the bowl. You dump the oily dough onto the tabletop. You shape the oily dough into the shape of a cookie. It hardens quickly. With trepidation, you prepare to recite the turning another into a cat incantation.
Root of mandrake and fish oil with cat hair over which I toil to make a meal worse than the rack from this deceiving little snack.
You wave the magic wand over the cookie. You have just created a cookie that, when eaten, will turn the victim into a cat forever. You quickly pull the levers in the correct sequence. You carefully replace the cabinet door locked. The porridge conceals the crumbled cookie. It still looks as appetizing as ever.
I am hungry. Prepare me a meal at once.
Manannan is You watch, barely able to control a smile from spreading over your face. The wizard chokes on his little snack and clutches his throat. He seems to be turning a somewhat bluish color. As the wizard manages to swallow the tainted, once-hidden cookie, he greedily gulps the remainder of the porridge. You watch, hoping for a sign that the spell will begin its work, but it seems the wizard is unaffected.
Something is wrong. I feel strange.
Really? Maybe you should curl up. Have a cat nap.
What was in that porridge? A cookie?
Ah, the cookie. You know, that reminds me of a poem. Root of mandrake and fish oil, with cat hair over which I toil.
My spell!
Oh, you know that one.
You!
Yes?
You won't get away with this. You'll be sorry, Gwydion.
My name is Alexander.
Furry and furious, the wizard must contend with fleas and furballs. You've had enough to do with that creature.